The Syrian refugee crisis is mostly due to Russian airstrikes. That's according to Turkey's Minister of Foreign Affairs, who, on Friday, urged Moscow to halt bombings in order to allow a cessation of hostilities agreement to work. Speaking at a security conference in Munich, Turkey's Minister of Foreign Affairs put the blame squarely on Moscow for the wave of tens of thousands of people who have arrived at the Turkish border over the past week. He blamed Russia for targeting schools and hospitals as part of its bombing campaign in Syria.
Why these people had to leave their homes? They stayed there for 5 years despite all these terrors and the brutal regime because of the Russian bombings. And Russia, despite the agreement we made last night, Russia continued bombing the civilians. They killed 16 civilians this morning. They have been targeting schools and hospitals as well. Therefore, these people flee from these Russian bombings.
Major powers agreed earlier on Friday to a pause in combat in Syria, but Russia pressed on with bombing in support of its ally, President Bashar al-Assad, who vowed to fight until he regained full control of the country. Although billed as a potential breakthrough, the cessation of hostilities agreement does not take effect for a week, at a time when Assad's government is poised to win its biggest victory of the war with the backing of Russian air power. If implemented, the deal hammered out at the talks in Munich would allow humanitarian aid to reach besieged towns. It was described by countries that took part as a rare diplomatic success in a conflict that has fractured the Middle East, killed at least 250,000 people, made 11 million people homeless, and sent hundreds of thousands of refugees fleeing into Europe.